Okay, so we're all going to be watching, especially you, for the weather coming up. I know we have a lot to talk about, including some storm chances overnight.
We do. We have storm chances tonight, record heat the next few days, and then 70s for the weekend. For highs. Highs in the 70s,
that's
not
awesome,
lows.
yeah.
Look at this picture, guys. This was yesterday, a monster storm that developed with all that heat and the humidity off to the east of I-35. This was over in Oklahoma County. Tom Pastrano, our storm tracker, and Val Castor were both on this storm. It was producing softball-size hail. Now, the top of this storm made it to 65,000 feet. The tallest storm we have had so far this season. And when you get a storm to produce softballs, the updraft, the winds straight from the ground, straight up, are over 100 miles per hour. Now, we had so many folks across eastern sides of I-35 sending us pictures of the mammatus clouds. That's actually convection, or clouds that grow down straight towards you. Looks wild at sunset, looks like cotton candy. Now, this was the nasty side of those storms, producing up to softball-size hail. Check out that picture. Can you imagine that hitting your roof, your vehicle? That could do significant damage, and that could literally take your life if it hits you if you're out and about. And those storms had a lot of hail with them off to the east. Now, we are quiet across Oklahoma. It's been a fantastic day. Severe storms going up now in New Mexico. See the watch, these are a long way from Oklahoma. They arrive around midnight tonight in our far western counties, and they could still be severe. So what about the hail threat? I'll show you that in just a second. Downtown Oklahoma City, sunny skies, 83. It's gorgeous. It feels so nice today, especially up in Tulsa for the PGA, because the dew point value, the Gulf moisture, 50s, low 60s. That feels great versus the upper 60s, low 70s like we were dealing with yesterday. Temperatures are in the 80s, some 90s in the southwest, and our winds are out of the southeast. They're a little gusty in portions of western Oklahoma, and that's helping to pull more of that Gulf moisture back up into that portion of the state. Hour by hour for this evening in Oklahoma City, dropping into the 70s, skies clear, and light winds. It's all about this next wave, which is coming out over the Rockies. You can see the convection, or the moisture now streaming up into the mid-levels of the atmosphere as cloud cover develops. When does it arrive? Well, for Oklahoma City, you're looking good through midnight, through 1, 2 o'clock. Storm chances go up between 2 and about 4, the way it looks. And it's a 60% chance of rain and storms here in the metro. I do think it'll be loud. Storms initially will be the strongest in the far west. Let me show you a future NEXTGEN, showing you what radar would look like, taking you through the next several hours. 11 o'clock midnight, storms are just outside of Oklahoma, coming in, crossing over into the west. And those could produce some wind and some hail and some nice rains for folks in the west for sure. Not everyone will see bullseyes of a 1/2 inch, but some will. So a trace 1/2 inch, maybe a few lucky folks get an inch of rain, and everything starts to weaken and really starts to come down in intensity once they reach I-35. That's where we just don't have much instability. I showed you the Gulf moisture. There's not a whole lot of it, which is a good thing. We don't need real intense storms in the overnight hours. So this evening, dry across the main body of the state. Storms move in tonight into the early morning hours, and the heaviest rain still looks to stay up to the north, south central, southeastern Oklahoma. Not a whole lot out of this wave. As far as severe weather, it's a low risk, and it starts at about midnight until about 4 o'clock in the morning. Quarter-size hail, 65-mile-per-hour winds will be possible, and pockets of very heavy rain. As far as the hail, no softballs expected overnight, but we could have some quarter-size hail, especially out west, and I do think we'll have the chance for some wind and hail in central Oklahoma, but more of the pea, nickel, dime-size hail, not severe hail, with winds possibly to 45. Now, winds could still be a factor for folks out west. That's why we will be here through the overnight. We're going to be watching these storms, and we'll bring you updates as they roll on through. The tornado risk overnight tonight is nearly 0. Temperatures tonight down into the 60s, and then tomorrow 80s and 90s, close to 100 in the southwest. Slight chance for isolated storms in western Oklahoma tomorrow, and if a storm can form out there, it could be severe with wind and hail. Their threats again. Record highs close to it the next few days, and then guys, look at your weekend. 70s, lows in the 50s. It's going to feel fantastic. Back to you.